Welcome to Squeaky Controller. Today we'll be playing one of my favorite Uncharted 2 missions, the Monastery. It's one of the hardest chapters in the game for multiple reasons. It's also one of the longest. It starts out right after Convoy, where Yelena and Drake have just been rammed off the road, but are actually alive, and now are trying to sneak up to this compound.
Nice view.
Nice little joke there.
Talking about the mountains. Really?
They don't have any weapons, so the key here is to be stealthy at the start.
Who hasn't checked in? The last
I feel
guy
like
never
that
arrived.
guy gets out of the truck way too quickly.
An eye out.
So the first obvious kill is to ledge assassinate this guy, but make sure not to do it too early, otherwise the guy in the black helmet will see it. Now if you want to take out the next guy stealthily, make sure to get up to the truck quickly and lean against it. If you don't, then the guy in the black helmet will start a conversation with this guy, and you won't be able to take him down as easily. For the next guy, you should grab the crossbow and shoot him before he fires back at you. He does usually turn towards you, but it takes him a while to decide to fire. Just one guy left. Not really worried about him because he's never going to turn around. Took his pistol. That's going to be useful. And take down the last guy. And that's the stealthiest way to start this mission without firing any shots.
It's up this way.
Now here you can get some more crossbow ammo, and I recommend it. The crossbow, in case you don't know, is not the game's strongest weapon, but it is the only silent weapon, so it's useful
I'll take these guys out.
in occasions when you're trying to not attract attention. Now, because Drake says, hang back, let me take these guys out first, I always thought that it was possible to take everybody out stealthily. That's actually not true, but I think I figured out the most amount of guys that you can take down stealthily. First, this guy, that's easy. Just hide behind that corner. Now, the next guy is a ledge kill. So, in order to get in the right position, you just have to shimmy along this edge here. Wait for him to get warmed up.
Warm up.
Take the opportunity to look at the beauty of this level design. And once he comes over, make sure that there's nobody watching, otherwise they will react and you can take him down. Now there's one guy left here who you can stealth take down, and it's this guy. Do be careful though, because that guard in the black helmet could easily spot you if you time it wrong. Now go out here, and there's one more guy you can take down stealthily, or rather ledge kill, and that's this guy over here. Don't worry, he never turns. He only turns once you're actually on the ledge. And that's all for the stealth takedowns that it's possible to do without being spotted. But there is one more guy you can kill without attracting any attention, and that's this guy, the one right behind the heavy. And see what I did there? First I got into cover, then I moved to the right, and once he was a little bit exposed, I fired. If you expose yourself too much, the heavy sees you right away, and the shootout begins. Oh, I've actually managed to kill one more guy, but I think I got lucky there. At this point, I've decided that it's time to get into the fighting. And there it is. I grabbed the M4, because that's obviously more useful in a firefight than a crossbow. And I was very aware of the heavy. So I'm throwing some grenades there to try and stop him early. The turret has started firing at me. That's what you can see right there. At this point, it's probably too far away, and I'm too much in cover to do for it to do any damage. But I'm just being cautious. See, there it is. But this sniper guy is pretty dangerous as well, so make sure to take him down as soon as you can. Still a couple of soldiers left. Grab some more M4 ammo. I'd rather stick with the pistol. Now it's time to face the turret. So as you start moving this truck to get into position, be aware that there will be more soldiers coming up on the right. But I think it's best to take out the turret first. Maybe the game wants you to go right, but I think the turret is actually more annoying. So I throw the grenade at it. Now it's not that easy to take this guy out with a grenade. If you hit it in front of the shield, it actually won't kill him. So try to get it slightly behind him, like there. I actually got lucky. I think it bounced off. There's a couple of guys that come out here, so be ready for them. And still, I think, a couple on the other side of that archway. Yep. But now it's pretty much clear. So now you can get on the turret gun pretty early. Take out the sniper over here, and all of these guys hiding behind cover. You can even take out this heavy over here, who would have been annoying otherwise. Most of this cover is destructible, which is great. And I think that was me just firing at a dead body. Now the reinforcements arrive. Those are too far and too covered, but these guys you can actually take on pretty early. I think priority still should be to take out the guys with the heavy guns first, because a lot of those can be one-shot kill. And they are pretty much getting bottlenecked on the other side of this bridge. Now that's a lot of heavies. That's 3 guys with shotguns, and they presume that they can kill Yelena if you don't do anything, so make sure to get them in time. I ran out of ammo there because I started using the turret earlier than I think the game was hoping you'd do, but luckily I have the pistol. Yeah, things get a little dicey, but see, we took him out just in time. Now I'm going back, and you're thinking why? Well, it's because the crossbow is actually going to be useful in the next playable section. So I'm looking for it back where I started out, but it's no longer there, unfortunately. So I have to go to this other spot where you can get more crossbow ammo. And it's actually right outside of the gates. As you come out of the gates, turn right straight away, swing across these beams, and you'll find another crossbow right by the water. And believe me, this will actually be useful pretty soon. Not terribly useful, you don't really need it, but it helps you take down one extra guy, whereas you wouldn't be able to do it if you had an unsilenced weapon, so to speak. So So there I am, just trying to get back to Elena. Nope, I want the pistol. Now I'm full up on ammo for the pistol. This is a little bit of button mashing to get the gate open.
I'll hold it. You go first.
Okay,
And a little cutscene gets you to the other side.
that was close.
This part, there are no bad guys, so don't worry about it. You just have to get to where you need to go.
I think I see a rope.
It's a little bit tricky here, getting down. It's not super intuitive, but I managed to get it right this time. And this is a cool little moment. There's nothing you can do about it. You're not doing anything wrong. It's just the way it's animated to show that these planks are pretty rickety. As soon as you get up here, throw you then the rope.
Catch!
Got it!
And you don't have to wait for her. You can head across into the next part. Now this jump always feels like it's risky because it's a little higher and a little further than usual. Jump back. And now you're going to help Elena get across.
Okay.
Another cinematic moment.
I get you. See? No sweat.
It's sweet, the relationship of their characters.
Okay.
Now get behind this thing. You're going to push it to the left so that you can use it to get up to the ledge over there.
Whew. Hey, we can climb up this thing now. Come on.
Thanks, Elena.
Be careful. God knows how old these boards are.
Hey, I found a rope.
Now we never quite see how Elena managed to throw the rope up there, get it stuck, and then actually come up. Or maybe she just found the rope. Maybe it was just hanging there in the first place. Short cutscene, we see them leading Schaefer away.
Yeah. They're moving Schaefer into that tower.
And there's Lazarevich.
Come on, we gotta hurry.
Nothing hard here. Just follow Elena until the next cutscene. Now here, Elena tells him to be stealthy, right, and not attract too much attention.
There's no way we're getting through here.
So you presume that it's
Okay.
maybe possible to
I'll try
take
find another
down
way around. Open it
all
from
of
the
these
other side.
guys in some kind of
Sit tight.
stealthy way.
Try to be subtle. We don't want to attract
Again,
any
that's not actually
unnecessary
true. You
attention.
can up to a point,
Subtle. Right.
and then you're going to have to get into a firefight because that's just how you get to the next point of the game. That little jump there is actually harder than it looks. I got it the first time here, but usually it took me a couple of tries.
Whoa! Oh. Quiet.
Now sometimes when I do the next parts, for some reason the guards hear me. I think it's if you use the planks instead of the stones to hold on to, then maybe they make a creaking sound and they notice you early.
Keep an eye out. Stay alert.
So happy that that guy doesn't scream. Isn't that weird in this game that nobody screams as they're falling to their deaths? I mean, no Wilhelm. Jump across here. It's funny that my shadow's right there and he doesn't see it at all. Strange how in this game they don't scream. I mean, they're not dead until they hit the floor, presumably. Okay, so stealth, take down this guy. Get behind cover straight away, because this guy turns. Now, this is what the crossbow is for. This guy, if you just shoot him, then you won't be able to not attract any attention.
No, see ya. This could help.
Now, this is a little trick I learned. If you get on this ledge and you throw the grenade into the barrel, it actually makes a huge explosion and kills all three of them. Lucky shot there. Got him right in the head. Never figured out what those handholds were for. That guy's on me pretty quickly. Luckily I have this gun, which is pretty powerful. But of course I panicked and missed. Luckily I had the arrow, and look at that, it was like a perfect headshot. Actually, it looked pretty good. Now there's a bunch of guys, but actually all you need to do is jump down to the next level and you activate the cutscene, and that way you don't have to, you know, individually kill any of them. The game does it for you. So basically, try to drop down to there as soon as you can. This part starts out really hard. The RPG guy is really onto you, and if you don't move around, he'll get you quickly. There's a heavy coming. There's a riot shield guy coming. There's a guy with a... wasted that grenade. There's a guy with a sight over there who's also gunning for you. Everything's kind of working against you here. There's grenades being thrown into the place that you usually want to be in for cover. This is really one of the tougher parts of the game. You're not in a good position and everyone's coming at you. And to make matters worse, there's a heavy coming towards you with a shotgun now. And I'm running out of ammo. And all the guys with ammo are in front of me, where I can't get to. So I'm trying to use this next grenade fruitfully. Luckily, I'm able to take this guy down before the heavy gets to me. And I blind fire everything I have into the first heavy. Luckily, it works. Now I use the grenade, and a little blind firing gets the job done. But it's really hard section. Again, best tip is to get into cover quickly and just move around from cover to cover. Don't go forwards, I think. I think that makes it too difficult. Don't jump off the ledge either. And it's kind of not over because another guy with a powerful weapon comes along here. And there's another heavy lurking within the building as soon as you get there. There he is. Luckily I have a grenade. Look at that, he was blind firing upwards. I didn't know you could actually do that until that point. So there's guys up on the floorboards here. Slightly confusing where they are exactly. That guy came out of nowhere. So now these snipers are aiming at you, and that probably looks pretty scary, but actually they're not a threat until you're in position upstairs, so don't worry about it. They're going to be close to you, but they're not really going to be a problem.
All right, here. Come on.
Stuck up on ammo. The next guys are just upstairs there. Again, I know the laser sights, they look scary, but don't worry about it. They're not going to fire upon you until you're in position. Two guys left here. This is again where the pistol comes in handy. I don't think I actually killed him. I think that was Yelena. So that's where they are, in those 4 towers there. There's no way I can take them out from this far away with any of my other weapons, so I really need a sniper.
Can't go up there now. Those snipers will cut us to pieces.
Hey, I think there's a sniper rifle.
And luckily, there are several up there, although they're pretty hard to see. I don't know how she spots them, really. All you have to do is run around here, jump across the back of the building, and there's plenty of sniper rifles up here. Now the first guy you want to take down is this RPG guy, because once you do what he does is he still fires his round and it destroys the tower, killing the guy above him. I just went left to right. I don't think there is any specific order in which you should kill them. However many times I've tried this, I don't think they've even hit me once. The more chaotic part is here, where everybody crosses the bridge. Take out the guys with the laser sights first. They're obviously more dangerous. They have the more high-powered weapons. Now, there's a bunch of guys coming your way, but it's really not a problem. You have the sniper rifle. A lot of them stay behind cover and don't even cross the bridge. They can't get up to you, so, I mean, Yelena will have to deal with them somehow. And I'm sure if you let all of them pass, it would be a problem, but as it stands, 1 or 2 guys getting across is fine. It's actually pretty easy, because once they get onto the plank, they stop firing, and you can easily pick them off. Just a couple of guys left. Yeah, I'll take out the shotgun guy first, because clearly he's the biggest threat.
That's the last of them.
And that's that. It's a little crazy, but it's actually pretty fun. It's basically a shooting gallery for you and your sniper rifle. You're not going to need the sniper rifle anymore, so I grabbed an M4. That's going to be a more useful gun in the upcoming segment. Felt like they were much further away.
We don't have much time. We're gonna hurt. And there she goes.
Now you follow Elena across the bridge, and it activates this sequence, which is pretty fun, especially the first time you do it. You don't know what to expect. It's actually not that hard. I never fell off, and I presume if you take forever, you might, but if you go at a reasonable pace, it basically lets you get up to the next level before, to the next segment before activating another animation which shows the bridge splintering apart. Jump over to the left. Get up there. Get to this little part. Shimmy to the left. And it's a pretty straightforward, well, straightforward for most. Jump up to Yelena from then on. Again, it's one of those great cinematic moments which makes Uncharted 2 Among Thieves such a classic game.
Crossing a bridge with you again.
Deal.
Alright, let's get these doors open.
Okay.
Come on, give me a hand.
And that's that with that area. Thank God, frankly, because it's pretty annoying. Now you should have plenty of assault rifle ammo because there's going to be a lot of guys in this next segment.
Get back. There's Lazarevich. Stand guard. Stand alert. Yes, sir.
Where's Schaefer?
I don't know. They must be holding.
Now we see there are guys around in this animation, but as you look out, there are actually none of them waiting for you, it seems. But if you look out to the left, there's this guy, and I recommend firing upon him before he figures out what you're about to do, because he has a heavy weapon, and then run this way. Because coming out of this doorway is a guy with an M23 hammer, and that's going to be pretty useful, because as you can already see, there are a bunch of guys with snipers around, and I think the best way to take them out is actually not to get into cover, but to use the M23 hammer to take them down. But remember, with the M23 hammer, you have to hit the target, really, to make it count. So don't hit near them, go directly for them, and that way you ensure that you're actually going to take them down. And you have, I think, what was it, 6 rounds and 6 guys to take down, so you can't afford to miss. Now this guy's sniper rifle dropped down, which was lucky, and I made good use of that.
Come on!
This guy sneaks up on you, which is annoying. That's what your close-range pistol weapon is for. Now Yelena is drawing most of the attention, so you can actually sneak around and take these guys down relatively unperturbed. Lucky shot it. Both of those, pretty lucky. Now I was thinking of taking this guy down without using the scope. Then I kind of waited too long and he kept shooting me, so I knew that the aim would be thrown off, but eventually I got him. So I think the best weapon for this next part is the M4. You're basically just awaiting reinforcements that come from down that way. See, they drop down. If you have a grenade, throw it. And now what I did is I actually got back up the stairs. Yeah, I basically ran away. But frankly, there were a lot of guys, and I think it's better to be in an elevated position for this next part. Now it's just about taking out everybody who comes along. There's a heavy. But he only has a shotgun, and you're pretty far away. And that's all of them. So stock up on some ammo. And go for the next section. I must have thought there was something there that wasn't. Little cutscene to get you into the next section.
it, just like the fire escape.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
When you get up there, kick it down.
Now this is kind of a fun bit because
no.
usually what happens is the girl gets up and then she kicks the ladder
Literally.
down, but this time she breaks the ladder because it's old, because it's a monastery. So instead she gives you the box and then you have to
Good thinking.
swing across these planks here.
Okay. Here we go. Oh. Oh. Ow. You hanging in there?
Yeah, cute.
There you go.
Ah!
Ooh, what was that? I mean, I know what it was, but if you haven't played the game before, there is a little surprise upcoming. Now this is the last bunch of guys you have to take down. Wait for that guy to get close enough so that your pistol shot actually does some damage. So there's a sniper, there's a riot shield guy, and there's plenty of other assault rifle dudes. It's actually not that easy, especially without a grenade. And I'd made it this far, and I really wanted to stay alive, so played it safe. Took out the... Well, I tried to take the guy with the laser sight first. Now I really didn't know what to do about the right shield guy because I just didn't have any grenades, and that's how I usually deal with them. And he had a pistol, which is a heavy weapon. I ran out of M4 ammo, which made things even trickier. And then I decided to run around and try to get him from behind, and it worked. Look at that. Only took one shot, which was lucky, I think. And now you just have to get to that door, and that will activate the next level. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe for more content like this.